Geo,
Yes.
Geo,
Tracey.
I
Tracey.
totally forgot. I forgot. I have been overwhelmed
Yeah, yeah.
since watching Meghan Markle use her voice. I have been overwhelmed.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
overwhelmed.
Totally. You know what? I didn't say nuclear bomb until afterwards, but that's what has happened. That was a nuclear bomb that she dropped.
Wait,
And
you
this
didn't
is
say it the Friday before the
no.
Sunday?
You know what I said? You know what I said? Because I went through the whole video and I was trying to find it. What I said was the royal family, they don't want this smoke. That's what I
Well,
said. They don't
that's a
want this
predicted
smoke.
it. No,
I
no,
feel like
that
it's
counts.
too late.
That counts. That counts. Predicted it. You said they don't want this smoke
They don't-
before Sunday's interview.
That's true. I know I said it, but it didn't
It
feel the same.
counts. No, it
Okay.
doesn't have to feel the same. It counts. You
Counts.
called it. You
Okay.
called it. You said they don't want this.
It's smoke. They don't. And look what
And
happened.
listen, I was of gratitude, first of all, that we could all watch it together
Yes, I
via
was too.
Periscope.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fascinating. I felt
Woo!
like I was with a bunch of friends. I was in
Mm-hmm.
bed,
Yeah, yeah.
and I felt like I was with a bunch of friends,
Yeah, yeah.
with the shocked things that kept coming out. Like I was
Right,
shocked.
right, right, right. Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot to deal with being an empath that I don't like to admit that I am.
Right. I'm getting this pillow.
With
Go ahead, go ahead.
Megan,
Right, right. Yep.
go. With Megan,
Mm-hmm.
it was
Mm-hmm.
a lot for me,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
Right, that's
Hi,
right.
Nando. Hi, sweetie. Nando's
Mm-hmm.
over on Amazon. They cut me off today, Nando. The YouTube with Sharon Osbourne was too much for Amazon, so they cut it. But how are you,
Mm-hmm.
sweetie? Thank you for coming over to YouTube. Um, it was a lot for me. And then I
Mm-hmm.
thought, "Ooh, this is gonna like the UK didn't even get it
Right,
on
right.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the mass population got it on Monday.
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
By Tuesday, Piers was going off and
Mm-hmm.
just his usual bullying of this poor woman.
Right, right.
Like she's a little girl. Like you're a mean, gross, old, little wee man.
Right.
Little wee. You
Little
already know he has a
wee.
little wee. You already
It's
know.
little. It's
Little
little.
wee
She could
man.
tell that's why she didn't go on another date
The-
with him. He emits little wee wee. Little wee wee.
He admits it, right? So, you know, Wednesday he loses his head gasket, and
Mm-hmm.
who slams the F out of him? Dr. Shola.
Oh, I love her voice. Let me finish. Let me finish. And she didn't stop. Let me
It
finish.
rem-
You're despicable. You're disgusting. Oh, she was
You're
good.
disgusting.
Yes.
It reminded me of Kamala Harris and Vice President Pence at the
King of the
time, Senator
Flies.
Harris and Vice
Yes.
President Pence, when he thought he was going to pull that white man shit. And she said,
Mm-hmm.
"Excuse me,
Yep.
I'm talking."
Yep. That's right.
You don't get to play that white man's game with
Mm-hmm.
now Vice President Harris.
Kamala in office. That's right. That's right. Kamala.
So it reminded me
Yes.
of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to Wednesday.
Ooh. Go on, tell it, Tracey. Go on.
Well, he was a punk. He was a punk.
Mm-hmm.
He was a punk.
Right.
You
right.
yelled and screamed at Megan the whole time. You
irrationally.
yelled and screamed at me.
Oh.
It was irrational. It was unkind.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time she's been in office, princess,
Right.
and you can't take a little criticism from Alex, a little criticism.
You know, this was the first time I learned that they kind of had like one date, like a very friendly date, and then she ghosted him. Right.
Well, what happened was, because I
Yeah.
saw his interview,
Uh-huh.
he had a date with her. It went pleasant.
Yeah.
He goes to put her in a cab, but
Yes.
he knew she was going to another celebration or party.
Mm-hmm.
It was at that celebration or party where Harry was.
Exactly.
She
Yeah.
had a private date with Harry the
Mm-hmm.
next night.
Right.
And he says, I never heard from her again.
Right. Well, it happens.
But it pissed him off.
Of course. Yeah.
And you know why it pissed him off? Because it's a black woman. How dare you dismiss me, white man?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. What? The Brits aren't used to this? Like, what is that? Like, it's weird. Then, if that wasn't enough, all week, Sharon Osbourne has been saying, you know, the royals were wrong. The royals,
Right.
like, why didn't you give Archie a title? Like, all week.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Right.
Until Pierce lost his job. And then she
Right.
lost her head gasket.
Mm-hmm.
You can't speak out of two sides of your face. Either you
No.
believe something or you don't believe something.
Right. Right.
All week you were saying the royals were wrong. Now
Right.
your best friend, Piers,
Right.
walked off the job. He did it on his own. Nobody fired him.
That's right. He walked off. He knows what's professional and what's not professional. You know?
And she's there going, you know, in Britain, this is what we do. We stand for the anthem. So we do. Like, what?
We do too.
Like, now Sharon is involved. Now it's back in America, the drama.
Mm-hmm. This is called nuclear fallout. The nuclear bomb drops. Fallout occurs. When you drop a bomb, this is collateral damage. We haven't even seen the end of it. Told them they don't want this smoke.
Oh, this is
nuclear
a
smoke.
beginning.
This is nuclear smoke. It's nuclear fallout.
Well,
it got him. It got her.
This is what happened when you don't treat people right. This is what happens when you don't treat people right. Who do they think they are? Any of them.
Right.
Any of them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Britain is, the blacks in Britain, they ain't having it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not having it.
Yep.
They're shutting this down.
I see you, Melissa. I see you in the comments. I'm trying to look at the comments now.
Nuclear fallout, perfect phrase to describe this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get started on the topic at hand, I just want to tell everyone that I am making something called cabbage steaks. With a little olive oil and mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making my own spaghetti sauce with some bow tie sausage, whatever those things are called, sausage pasta, little sausage pasta.
Are they tortellinis with sausage in them or something like that?
Tortellinis are tight. These are the flat ones. Ravioli, is it ravioli?
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
Sausage ravioli.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the cabbage steaks with mozzarella, you put the ravioli on top, and then you add the sauce.
Yes.
And that's your gourmet dinner. I'm making gourmet dinners that's carb friendly.
All right. All right.
I just made it. And so I'm not ready to eat it, but everything's cooked right now.
Can you
It's all
show
done.
us? May you make like a dish and show us the dish?
Oh no, because the cabbage, I didn't
Oh,
want
okay.
everything to get cold, so I didn't cook the
Gotcha.
cabbage yet. But
I see.
I'm
Right.
gonna put it on video as a foodies edition. But it's so easy
Oh,
to make,
okay. All right. Excellent.
and I'm so excited. I actually ate it last night.
How come you tell me about this and I can't reach through the screen and get some? You're
I
all the way on
know.
the
That's why
West
I stopped
Coast.
telling you guys, because every time y'all see me eating something, y'all act like y'all never ate before, and I'm like, so I hide the Zoom so I could eat.
Right,
But I
right.
made it last night already. But
Mm-hmm.
what I made last night is I think it's Bird's Eye makes a veggie
Mm-hmm.
pasta. It looks like spaghetti, but the
Yeah,
pasta's veggie. But the sauce, I can't take spaghetti sauce.
yeah, yeah.
And so the sauce gives me agita. But if I make it fresh, I don't get
Uh-huh.
agita.
Gotcha. Okay. I see.
So I just want to tell everyone that I made cabbage steaks. It's so good. It's
So
good.
I love that cabbage
I'll
steak.
make a video tomorrow because I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
eat this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll make the video tomorrow.
Delicious.
All right. Oh, you've had cabbage steaks before, Kiana? Yes.
All
Wait till you
right.
see how
Hey,
I put it
Kiana.
all together because it's very restaurant looking.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
very sophisticated.
Mm.
Okay. I may not know what forks to use, but it's very gourmet looking.
Oh,
Oh, somebody C10 says it sounds delish. All
it
right,
does.
let's get this party started.
All right.
Roya, Harry is going back home
Mm-hmm.
to Britain. And why
He
is he going back home, Gio?
he and William have to unveil a new statue of Diana,
That must be
and
beautiful.
it's I lost the date, but I think I know when the date is. If anybody else knows the date before I do, you can put it in the comments.
The date for
Uh,
what?
for what them unveiling Diana's statue. Uh, Diana, Princess Diana statue. I'm googling it now. Let me see. Princess Diana statue, 2021, and okay, it will be placed in the sunken garden. But they're supposed to now my words are gone. They're unveiling the statue. They're revealing the statue together,
Yeah,
and I think
yeah.
it's happening this week. And so, what the first person
Trez
that
is
I
saying
looked at,
it's in June. It's in June.
that's what it says in here. It does say it'll be placed in the sunken garden, but they may be revealing it earlier. I heard that they're revealing it this week.
So is he going home this week?
Oh, let me see. Where did I see that? Was it a video? I think it was like Entertainment Tonight Canada. They're always on, like always on YouTube.
I never get them, but all of a sudden. Oh, by the way, did you see ET tonight where the anchor Carlos Bustamante said that the women of the talk were just trying to talk to Sharon
mm-hmm.
and the colored women.
Yeah, colored. I heard him say colored. I heard something like that. Uh-oh, are we on? Oh,
I
okay.
was like, boy, you're colored. You're colored.
I did hear something like that. I was like, but I think
I tweeted
yeah.
ET Canada.
Okay, will unveil statue.
It's in June. He's going home in June, sweetie. Let's
Gotcha.
still look at
Okay.
what that looks like. Megan is
Okay,
not
because
going, so let's just start there.
I saw something, and I saw it in William's chart this week, and it looks like big time, some kind of big time argument, possibly long distance travel. And now, remember we were talking last night about the eclipse that happened in December at the 8th degree. William has,
Yeah.
and that, Mars is meeting that area. William's Mercury,
Mm-hmm.
which is communication, is at the 8th degree of Gemini. So on Wednesday,
Right.
when Mars gets there, that's where the eclipse happened. This is, I really believe something is going to happen because it's in Gemini. The Gemini is the twins. Mercury rules Gemini. But when you think twins, twins are siblings. It's going to be some kind of fiery communication, and it's also going to have something to do with cooperation. And so it made sense to me when I heard whoever said that he was going this week to have this conversation. It's like, oh, this could be like the communication of all communications with his brother or about his brother.
But wasn't it this week when he kind of almost went hood on the paparazzi about, are they racist?
Yes.
So doesn't that count? He almost lost it.
No, it hasn't happened yet. Mars is not there yet. When it gets there, we'll know it. I'm going to know it for sure. And I know some other people going to know it for sure. But yeah, you may find him actually giving a speech or something, possibly about this or not. And I also heard today.
Who? William?
Right, William. When he answered this week, they never answer questions that are shouted to them.
They said it was not protocol.
Exactly. And for that, whoever the reporter was, all of the reporters in England, they all know, don't speak to the royals. You can stand there, you can take pictures, click away. And the fact that guy asked him the first question, have you spoken to your brother? For him to answer, that was a big deal. And then the second thing for him to say, we are very much not a racist family, that was huge also. And even though he knew he wasn't supposed to answer, the word came out that the Queen and his father were pleased that he did it. He couldn't say nothing because those questions were super provocative. It also makes me wonder.
Well,
planned that.
To say nothing means you're guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So they might have been pleased that he broke protocol, but I also think that it's time to break protocol.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Meghan is doing with the royals. She's telling them, you guys are nuts, and that you have to break protocol, because if you don't, it just doesn't look good.
Right. Yep. So yeah. Well.
Oh, thank you. C10 said they said it was unprecedented.
Right. Oh, definitely.
To answer.
Yeah.
No, Tress goes, wouldn't it be funny if Diana brings Harry and the royals together healing wise? No. Diana already knows Harry's not safe in that family. She's not going to try and encourage that mess.
She wasn't safe in the family. She died as a result of that. Why did she tell him
she wasn't safe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's times when, you know what, and it's sometimes it's not safe. There are times when you're not safe in your own family. There's times when your home becomes the mouth of a shark.
Yeah.
You have to run away. And this is something that Harry had to do. His home literally became the mouth of a shark. He and his wife and his child were in physical danger, receiving death threats at a clip every single day, and being told that they would have no security. and that, why don't you suck it up and just do what you have to do what you're supposed to do. Excuse me? Really? They beat it out of Dodge. They were not safe in Britain.
They weren't.
And they
They
made
weren't.
no, and the fact that they tried to ask for help when you can't get through to, I know his grandmother's the queen, but she's also his grandmother. There should be safety. When you
That's
can't
right.
get to your grandmother or your father, and then when you do, and they tell you, just deal with it. How often
Or the
have
father
women
didn't
told,
even answer the
right,
call.
right, he told the truth. His father was not taking his calls. Why?
Yeah.
You're saying I'm not safe. My wife is not safe. My child, your grandchild is not safe.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's okay, Tresledge. I hear you when you say you're looking for healing. Realistically, think about your own life. Realistically, there is some healing that is best left unhealed. And the monarch, the way it's set up, and the way they set Megan up for so much hatred, she's just Diana would never. Why do you think Diana left him so much money? Listen to what he said. He has so much money that he can hire his own security. What you didn't understand was for a lifetime.
Right.
That's how much money this woman left him
Mm-hmm.
because she always knew he was going to be a victim.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it's like, and why
That's a
spend that
mother.
money? And why spend that money on security? You're supposed to spend that money on your own life, your home, your wife, and your children, to leave a legacy for your children.
And remember, they made them pay $3 million. So they say back to the citizens. Remember
Say
that?
that. What was that? They made them pay 3 million. What was that?
$3 million
For what? This is
for the
really for the.
home that was renovated.
Ah. Oh, Frogmore House. That's where they lived. Yeah, they made them pay
She
it back.
she needed to feel safe.
Right,
They
right.
did pay it back.
Yeah, yeah.
They made them pay it back, and he
Mm-hmm.
did
Yeah,
from
yeah.
his mother's money because they had
Mm-hmm.
already cut him off.
Mm.
And then they put it in the papers like it's the
Mm-hmm.
citizens' money, making them look like the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, all this crap was going down and we never
Mm-hmm.
knew it.
Right. Mm-hmm. I do remember them saying something about feeling safer outside of outside of London, and I remember
Yeah, they
looking
were
up.
being criticized.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because of the way the
Mm-hmm.
wording was set up.
Right. Right.
Megan
Right.
needed her own place. Megan is spoiled. They even changed her name to Me Gain.
Right. No, they did all kinds of
The
stuff.
royals are despic. They
Mm-hmm.
did, and they
Mm-hmm.
allowed the media to assault
Mm-hmm.
her.
Right. And then check this out. So they get on the story about Kate. I remember when it came out. Megan made Kate cry, and I was just like, oh, give me a break. I don't want to hear about, now who made who cry and this petty stuff
Right.
and women not getting along and being bitchy to each other and whatnot. Okay, so, I didn't pay much attention. Then Oprah brings it up in the interview, and Megan, not wanting to say it or saying it in the simplest of terms, and she basically said it was the other way around. It's like,
That's right.
okay. So now, if
Mm-hmm.
you watch the stories coming out of Britain, like in BBC in their morning shows, they're saying, why did she have to drag Kate into it? It's like, excuse me, They dealt
Mm-hmm.
with it. And then somebody released the story ass backwards.
Yeah.
So
Right.
once again, it's let's beat up on Meghan. She made the future queen cry. And then no one did anything to turn the story around.
About
They
it.
do backflips to make sure stories are corrected about Kate at all times.
Yeah.
They literally bend over backwards to do that.
I
But
mean,
no
we
one even
saw
tried
that
to
one.
change that story. It's like, okay,
We
there you go.
we saw that one where they were talking about Megan's nose, and you know, when you have this type of news, this is, you
What?
know, you're
What?
a sweet person when you have this type of news. Like, get the fuck
What?
out of here, you idiots! You didn't see
What?
that one?
No, no. What are they talking about people's noses? First of all, I
I'm
noticed
sure I posted it.
She and Harry have the exact same nose. Meghan and Harry have the exact same nose. It's exactly the same. You know, it's exactly the same. I'm sorry. It's exactly the same. They got the same nose. Anyway,
Let me see if I could find it. Here it is. I'm pretty sure I sent it to you.
Oh.
Studies show
Listen.
that if you have between 104
Wait.
degree or
Wait, I'll let you guys
Okay.
listen to it. Hold on.
Okay.
rotation, those are the ones that are considered the most beautiful.
Yeah, listen to it. It's such
Okay.
bullshit. Oh my God. The shit Megan must have gone through. Hold on, let me get this. Let me get this on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So listen to this.
But interestingly enough, studies show 4 degree or 108 degree nasal tip rotation. Those are the ones that are considered the most beautiful, and hers is 106.
To measure our nasal tip rotation.
And we know we have the most beautiful noses.
But symmetry is what they say is a lot of the eye of beauty, right?
Okay, the second most requested eyelid.
And then there are two black.
But interestingly enough, studies show that if you have between 104 degree or 108 degree nasal tip rotation, those are the ones that are considered the most beautiful, and hers is 106.
To measure our nasal tip rotation.
And we know we have the most beautiful
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The song, they show you the two black people, and it's like, are you the looks?
The
were
two black people were
priceless.
priceless.
Oh my
And
God.
that's the shit that we're sick of. It's that stupid shit where who's led to believe that a pointy nose or a plastic nose or a Khloe Kardashian nose makes you beautiful.
It comes out of eugenics. Who are these? But studies show who the hell is studying somebody's nose
It's
to show
lies.
you that they're
It's
that
lies.
they're kind or better. It's eugenics. It's eugenics. It's which is what Nazism is based on.
Oh, interesting.
That a certain genetic line is the chosen line. I cannot believe what was that?
I mean,
That
talking
was
about
insanity.
Nazism, the monarchs are Germans.
To be fair,
The one that was
do I want
supposed
to be fair?
king.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah,
too bad
yeah.
now. Too bad.
Yeah.
They're Germans.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, if you watch Michael Moore's movie, which I can't remember the name of it,
Mm-hmm.
actually,
Mm-hmm.
and you go back to Germany, Germany
Mm-hmm.
has definitely made reparations
They
for
have, yeah,
everything. They
Mm-hmm.
have done an amazing job
because they
saying,
learned.
I am sorry.
They learned. They learned that when you point the finger, the other fingers are pointing back at you. They learned it. They learned it the hard way. When you point
Well, here's the
your own
thing I want to
fingers,
offer up,
Yeah.
though.
yeah,
I'm not quite sure every German citizen
Mhm.
felt like Hitler.
They didn't. It was.
I never got that
happened
impression.
exactly. It happened the same way Trump happened here.
No, but we have citizens that believe in Trump.
Right, but
I never really got
it
the
was the
impression that
same. It was the
citizens
same
agreed
cult.
with Hitler.
It's the same cult
Got it.
thing that happened.
That led to his rise.
Exactly. He
Yes.
led them to believe
Yes.
that it was the Jews that were getting, and people who were impoverished were not getting. Just like they did with Middle America here. Right.
But it makes me wonder if
Mm-hmm.
the German side of them
Mm-hmm.
has, like, when you treat a Black woman that badly, is it your German side that is speaking? Is it the Hitler side?
You know, when I go really, really far down the rabbit hole, it's not.
Yeah.
And it's not about the German side, because they changed their name before Nazism even raised its ugly head.
But wait a second. They
Yeah.
changed their name because
Right.
something was wrong with being Germans,
Yes.
regardless of Hitler. There
Right.
was still something wrong
Right. They
that
changed their
they
name.
knew
Right.
the British would not accept them.
Right.
So their whole history is a lie.
The British know, but it was still it was a rebranding. It was a rebranding.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened around I think it was at some point during World War One. That's when it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Once again, they're reinforcing that European features are the standard of beauty. Did you see the two black anchors were like, the woman was like, and the other guy was like,
I saw it.
he was
Good
like,
for them. Good for them for making facial expressions live.
yeah,
Good.
they were.
Because we're done. We're not
Mhm.
hiding anymore, and we're not accepting your version of anything. Period.
Right. Yeah. That was. I'm still blown away by it. It's still like, did they really do that?
Yeah,
Did they
they did.
really do that? Was
They
crazy.
really did.
So what? Okay, so World War One, when they killed the Russian royals, they killed the Russian royals. You know the whole story of Anastasia. It was her family who was murdered, and they think that she escaped. But they weren't the only royals who were being assassinated all over Europe. They're all, and they were all, they're all related to each other. They are all family. Europe, Britain, the whole thing. But as the heat started to get really bad, right after they killed that family, Tsar Nicholas and the family, they were like, we have to do something just to cement our bond to Britain. We're gonna change our name we're gonna name ourselves after Windsor Castle. Because at some point they had conquered whoever the British king was before. And I know we were talking about King Henry, but Queen Elizabeth, her line is not related to King Henry VIII. He's not like a great grandfather of hers. The line kind of switched up and changed. But everybody I know has a big but. Yeah, they did change their name from the German name Habsburgs, and the House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha was their name. Although Prince Philip still has the name, he was from Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. Even though he was Greek prince, whatever, he was still German. Even though he was born in Greece, he's still German. Any
Yeah.
hoodle. Yeah, that's shocking. That news story. When was that news story, Tracy?
Let me see how many days ago that was.
That was like this week,
3
right?
days ago.
Whew.
Yeah.
There's
It looks
something
like
else. Mhm.
no, I was Good Day OC.
Orange County.
Is this Good Day? Was this in America?
That's what it
Let
sounded.
me
They,
get
they
the
sounded
sound.
American.
Studies show that if you have between 104-degree or 108-degree
Fox.
nasal
Good Day
tip
OC.
rotation,
Fox.
those are the ones that are considered the most beautiful, and hers is 100.
Fox that only hires blondes. They only hire blonde people. That's it.
That's the Nazi way. It is. It is. That's
It's
what
the Nazi way.
Yeah, that was the beauty. Yeah.
It's a Nazi nose.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
What weirdos. What
That was
weirdos.
wild.
And
That
by
was
the way, like, even Good Day OC, you're a bunch of weirdos. You had 2 Black people sitting with you, and you want us to praise a white nose. Are you serious? I'm
that
so
was.
glad they made their faces up. I'm glad they did it.
I wish they had said something. I wish they had said
I
something.
think their facial expression said
Said it
everything.
all.
It really did. I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, they did. Now
Um,
that lady, you can still see her face in my head.
Tomorrow, I'm going to a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual cleaning class at the Green Man store.
Mm-hmm.
They probably still have openings if anybody wants to attend. Me and Melissa are going, and I forgot to pay for it. I'm going to pay for it right now.
Is that Tara? Is that her name? I forgot the one
Huh?
who's the one who's giving the class.
Shauna.
Shauna. Okay. Okay. Was she on the show? No, that wasn't her.
Is tomorrow the 13th? Is she on
Tomorrow's the
what show?
13th. You did a show, one of your Saturday show, and was
Yes.
she on with the other woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she was. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
'cause
the burlesque dancer.
yes.
And
Okay.
the minute she gives a burlesque class, I'm there
You're
shaking my
gonna be
boo
there.
thing.
All right.
I'm going in. I'm going in.
All right.
I'm shaking my
All right.
boo thing.
Shake it down,
My
bang,
big boo
shake it
thing.
down, yeah.
My humongous boo thing.
Show them how to do it now. I got my disco going.
So, what do you think his visit is going to be like in June?
Ah, Harry's visit in June. I'm getting his chart now because I went deep down the rabbit hole into William's chart, but I don't want to get too deep into William's chart because I don't
think
want to
we
say
can
something.
hold off on William for a minute.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about William instead, though? Is that something that you feel better about? Were you prepared for William? Because I should be open. I'm open to William because there has to be something in your chart that's going to come true. There has to be something.
Well, there was something we were having a discussion. So I was looking at William's chart in reference to the discussion we were having about him transitioning, not transitioning his sex, but I noticed a few things about his chart. He has.
Like what? Tell me.
I was surprised to see the planet Mars in his chart is in Libra. Libra is the weakest sign. They'll call it. It's in its detriment. It's in its. It's in its fall. In Libra, it's at its weakest when it is in Libra. I have Mars in Libra. So even being in Aries, like that could be why my Aries doesn't kind of jump out at you, except in Tiffany Intuition's
Yeah.
crystal auction or on in your comments, but that's it, I think.
Yeah.
Um, he also has Mars in Libra. That would not really be the best place for a king to have his Mars. Let's say, yeah, maybe 200, 300 years ago, 400 years
Yeah.
ago. He's supposed to lead men into battle. His Mars would not, this is not a great Mars for leading people into battle. However, it is a
Yeah.
good place to have your Mars if you want to lead people into peace.
Yeah.
In that
So,
respect, I like it. There's a lot of sensitivity with him. He was born
mm,
during an eclipse, as most kings and queens who end up ruling are. Prince Charles was
mm,
not born during an eclipse. Keep that in mind
really?
when he does not become king.
Huh.
Queen Elizabeth was born during an eclipse. I got to double check that because as I'm looking in my head, I'm like, wait a minute, I see her chart in my head. But Prince William, born during an eclipse, it was a a lunar. Before I even say that, long story short, the moon is very close to his sun. He's got the sun and the moon in Cancer. It makes him very,
Mm,
very emotional, um, very
mm,
sensitive, and so this is he's kind of a softie. He appears, and you can kind of see it when you look at him. Like remember that when they called out to him and said, "Have you spoken to your brother?" First, he got all ghetto. His neck got all out of joint. But then he said no, and he said, "But I will be speaking to him later." There was kind of a softness about him. He doesn't come across as
mm.
Mr. Super Duper Macho. Um,
He
and
doesn't.
yeah, yeah. There is also a measurement that that shows that his boundaries are wide open. His boundaries are wide open, and he has the ability to camouflage himself, but he may also he can throw up a veil of mist. He can throw up a mighty deception if he wants to as well. Um,
He has.
yeah, yeah. Um, he may be easy. His boundaries are easy to permeate. Um, so I kind of think I have the feeling that he's going to come around. I don't know how long it's going to take, but he will come around. And he's also, like what Harry said, he's trapped. He is suppressed. I feel like, when they talk about these people, the institution, which is a combination of royal courtiers, um, aides and assistants, staff, and these people that I learned about called the men in gray. That's when I went too far down the rabbit hole. You know how Harry says he's still in touch with his mother, or his grandmother, excuse me, still in touch with the queen. Um, and, as they were saying, they were trying, the whole human resources thing and who Meghan asked for help from. Well, why don't you just ask for help? Call grandma on the phone. Everybody's got their cell phone. Call your father on the phone. They go in go betweens. Just like here in the United States, when Trump, um, when you wanted to get something done and you wanted to ask Trump, you have to to have a go-between or get things done with these go-betweens. The go-betweens that Trump put in place, most of the time they were just blocks, like Mitch McConnell is a block
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
everything that they wanted to do. The
Yeah.
entire, I believe that these people that they call the firm, the institution, the courtiers and the aides, somehow, someone did the same thing. And now they are all victims of this. The higher royals and the lower royals. And even though the royals themselves did not want, tell me when I'm going too deep, Tracy. They didn't want Meghan around. You know, they can use that shield of people to, you know, make it look like we didn't do it. You do all the dirty work. There's somebody there who, what they call, I just learned about this week, the men in gray. It's like our version of the CIA. Their version of the CIA is M15. And they claim that, you know, M15 works in Buckingham Palace. Which, once again, brings me back to that episode of The Crown with the spy. The spy who lived among them for I don't know how many years. But Queen Elizabeth knew and her husband knew, and there was nothing that they could do about it. They are all trapped. So my thought is, you know what, if anybody wants freedom, they should be grateful to Harry, whether they like him or not, whether they like Meghan or not.
Right.
This nuclear bomb could eviscerate all of that. Do they want to be free? That's up to them. I think I went a little too deep. I think I went a little too deep down the rabbit hole.
No,
Does
you
it,
didn't.
does any
No,
of it
no,
make
you didn't.
sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, even if it's new to me. Okay.
So
Yeah.
part of me is a little worried about William with this, with these men in gray, with the aides and the courtiers, and they have their own agendas. So it's.
But what do you think they could do? What
Boy.
could be their personal agenda?
I think that if Queen Elizabeth is used to getting information about her family through her courtiers and her aides and whoever these people are, whether they're infiltrated or not infiltrated, if the Queen, my thought is, did the Queen really not know any of this stuff was going on? If Meghan asked for help, if Harry asked, can I speak to my grandmother? If Harry asked, can I speak to my father? And he has to use a go-between, and the go-between comes back and says, your father does not want to speak with you, or your father does not want to give you this, or what have you. And that same go-between takes a message from Harry to his father, but the message is wrong. The message is not what Harry said.
Right.
This is off his father.
Right. I got you.
Right, because there was a lot of...
which is why the Queen Mom should just picked up the goddamn phone.
Bingo.
So let me see if I can answer that question. You keep talking, but the question was, did the Queen Mom know?
That's the question. Did she know? Did she put something in action to say, okay, now that we've put on this fabulous wedding and I've made nice with the girl and made it, gave her assignments and they had the baby and all of that, and now let's start our campaign to get rid of her. Is that what the Queen really wanted?
There were times when you could tell the Queen Mom loved Diana.
Right.
And then there were times when she saw how much the countries loved Diana. And you could tell the twinge of jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
To this
Right.
day, I don't think the queen mom is good at somebody else being so loved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So did she know?
Mm-hmm.
She's playing the fool.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
She's certainly going to act like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I was not privy to certain
Mm-hmm.
types of information.
Right. And we know Charles is very jealous. We know this.
But she's playing a fool by way
Okay.
of sacrifice for the crown.
Is that the hangman? What is that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did she know? One,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yes. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
she was
Mm-hmm.
always informed.
Mm-hmm.
And two,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
she always
Wow.
was informed of every single detail. Let me close my door because it's a little chilly in here.
Wow. Okay. So in
She
that respect,
always knew, Gio.
mm-hmm. Okay. Well then,
She
that was her
always
last.
knew.
That was her last chance with me. That's it. Cut her off.
She
Cut her
always
off.
knew. I'm not saying at some
Mm-hmm.
point she did not love Megan,
Right. Right. Right.
but she didn't love her like
Mm-hmm.
a mother would love
Right.
her.
Right.
All
Oh, of
right?
course.
But she
I don't
loves
think the
her
queen
in my
can.
mind. In my
Yeah.
mind.
Right. Right.
Well, you don't think Queen Mom can. People
The queen.
can love from their heart.
Right. I don't think the queen.
She doesn't love from
Right.
her heart, but she
Right.
does love Andrew from her heart. That I
Yeah.
did see. She
Mm-hmm.
loves Andrew.
She loves her pedophile son. Yes, she does. She does. He's her favorite. And the thing is that it's always been known that Harry was her favorite grandson. What's that about? Was that true?
Yeah, I can believe that Harry was.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
can believe it. William doesn't show much emotion. I know that you
Mm-hmm.
say he's double cancer, but he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't show emotions.
Because he's a
Another
crab.
thing, she doesn't like
Mm-hmm.
whiners. She doesn't like, he's a crab.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't like depressed, not depression, but
Right.
depressed.
Right.
And she
Right.
doesn't know what to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When somebody's like,
Mopey. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and Harry was just a breath of fresh air. He didn't care.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
hello, quiet,
Mm-hmm.
get down, Harry, get down. You are
Mm-hmm.
so
Right.
annoying, young man.
And I love it. Right.
And I
Exactly.
love it.
Love it.
And I
Mm-hmm.
love it. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you could tell there was genuine love
Mm-hmm.
when Harry spoke of her.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So there is something in his upbringing
Mm-hmm.
that the Queen Mom didn't nurture.
Right. Right.
I have a sneaky suspicion
Mm-hmm.
that there's a couple of things that are going on, right?
Okay.
One of the things that is coming to mind all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
is
I'm looking at his chart while you're
is
talking. Go ahead.
is William
Mm-hmm.
legitimately Charles's?
You know, he's got to be. He's got to be. And
Oh,
you know
it
they would
doesn't
have.
matter. It
They
doesn't
would have.
matter. I'm just saying. But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because they're gonna hide it, sweetie. They're gonna hide it.
Right. At this point, but I think so, they would have done DNA
No,
on
you
on
can't
him.
question this.
Mhm.
Well, actually, they would never do a DNA on William.
Why not?
You can't have, because you can't have record. That means sending it off to a lab.
They don't have to send it to a lab. They got their own.
Girl,
They got their
Girl,
own
stop.
Tracy.
It means too many people would have privy to the results. So with William, you never do it. Never.
Right, right.
I'm questioning. I'm questioning that this whole monarch crap, I'm questioning whether or not all of them are. Listen, Charles never stopped having sex with Camilla.
Right.
Before his marriage,
Mm-hmm.
after his
And
marriage.
after.
And Diana knew early on that this man was having an affair. And we know that Diana is the type of woman you don't do that to, right? She's that girl. If you're having sex, I'm having sex. We already know that.
Mm-hmm.
What if she did it with William? He doesn't look like his daddy. How is it
That's what I was trying
Charles
to.
has a head full of hair?
You don't look like.
Yeah, Charles has a head full of hair. William doesn't.
Well, his grandfather
Andrew has
doesn't
a head
either.
full of hair.
His grandfather doesn't.
When did he lose it, though? But when did he lose it?
He began losing it, I think like the 60s or 70s.
And he doesn't look like his grandfather either. I'm talking about William. William doesn't look like Charles.
That's what I'm looking in my head.
Y'all believe William is Charles' son because that's
Tracy,
what you've been fed.
Don't you see the pictures flashing up on my head as I'm thinking about him? I'm going, can't you see the picture? I'm looking at William right now.
He never looked like Charles to me. Never.
Don't make me flip a card because I'll get it wrong.
Well, you can flip a card and tell me what you might see.
Okay,
I'm sorry. You never ever look like Charles to me. Now you want a freaking
as you're
scandal?
saying it is just hitting me now. He doesn't look like him.
He doesn't.
He doesn't look like him. Although, wait a minute. Wait, no, he doesn't. Because I was going to say, his son, their son George, looks just like Diana's brother.
But that's Diana's side.
That's right. So that's why I said, okay, wait, that doesn't matter.
Doesn't count.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. Charles is ugly. Sorry, Charles.
Ugly.
He's got that monarch ugliness. Ugly. He's got that monarchy ugly. I mean, to be honest, the Queen Mom wasn't that pretty either.
She was when she was young. I'll argue that. Princess Queen Elizabeth,
what, 16,
she was pretty.
16, 17.
Even
she changed
her
quickly.
20s. She did. She became dowdy.
Okay.
But she was pretty.
That's not true. That's not true, Envy Online.
Yeah,
no, not you. Charles is not balding. Charles is not balding.
No, it's slight,
Look at
but
pictures side to side.
Right.
No, he's too old. He's too old. He's not balding. William bald by 30.
Right. Yeah.
That's a gene problem. That's a gene problem. Charles does not have that gene.
And you know what I love? And did you ever see Saturday Night Live when they do Prince William? They really get his bald perfect. And crazy.
Look at what Wolverine Claw says. Wolverine Claw says the story the firm put out was that Diana only had the affair after Harry was born.
I remember that, and when you look at that picture of Harry and his father side by side,
it's been circulating. It's been circulating.
They're trying to tell you, believe us. Don't believe your lying eyes. Believe us. They might as well be twins. I have the picture. Tracy, I don't know. We can't share here. We can't. It's on my computer.
We can't share. You have to show it from your phone.
Oh, I don't have it on
Listen
my phone,
to me.
unfortunately.
Jules Jules agrees with me. Jules
Yeah.
is like, he don't look nothing like
I
Charles.
agree
He
too. I'm
doesn't
trying
even
to,
have Charles's ears, and
right.
he doesn't have Charles's features. You want
No.
another nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
William? Do
Uh-oh.
you belong to the monarch? Maybe that's what the brother fight is all about. Maybe they both know it. And so how dare William ostracize Harry? Come on now. Come on. Let's talk.
Wait, what am I supposed to say,
Come
Tracy?
on,
I'm supposed to
producers of the
say,
crown.
I'm supposed to say,
Deeper.
I'm supposed to say, talk to me, God. Talk to me. Let's talk to me about William and Charles. Talk to me. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. I love William is your child. Wait, I got it wrong. I'm supposed to.
Wait. Then you got to go
your
like
son,
this.
Father
You got to
God.
go like this.
Oh wait.
You got to throw it up in the air.
Oh, he's your child. He's your love.
He's your love.
I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Thank you, Father God. Thank you. I love you, Jesus.
It works.
You. Yeah,
It
okay.
works.
So now, is William Prince Charles' son? It was the last.
Is William Prince Charles' son? I'm gonna do it, too.
Is William Prince Charles'
Neither one of them.
biological son?
Biological son by way of DNA.
All right, here we go.
That would be kept a goddamn secret. That would blow Monarch out the water. They would have killed Diana back then. I think Charles knows it. I think Charles knows the boy can't be his because he probably never touched Diana.
Okay. Well,
It's William. It's William.
right. That's what I asked. Let's see. Wow. Now, Tracy, you know I read super duper slow, so I'm gonna need your help. Let's see.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, what a tangle web we
What
weave.
when we practice to deceive.
Right.
Deception. That Neptune on his ascendant. Remember, I said he can camouflage himself. He has suppressed something
Is that
about
William?
who he actually is. That's just from his chart, as I'm thinking about his chart right now.
Now that
And
you're
how, like,
thinking
all
about
these
it.
new
There
things.
you go.
Well, the first thing I got.
MB,
First
stop making up
card.
things.
The Knight of Wands. It's the first card. And he's traveling
Yeah.
in a southwesterly direction. I don't know what that means right now. I forgot.
I know.
The Knights are nice. I do hate the pages are nice.
I got it.
I need my book.
I already knew it. You pull out the cards.
Let
I'll
me get
read the
the.
goddamn book. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Okay,
You
and
are
the question
hilarious.
is William
Southwesterly direction.
maybe his
King of
father?
Wands, right?
No, Knight of Wands.
King of Wands. Knight of Wands. Let me just see what I can get out of the Knight of Wands. Escape from difficulty.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
That's the
And-
first thing under the Knight of Wands.
That's okay. So we're in the situation at hand in terms
Departure
of
from custom. Departure from custom means you would have slept with somebody other than your husband.
Do you want to know
What were you going to say?
It's crossed by the Three of Pentacles.
What's crossing?
The Three of Pentacles.
And what does that mean to you?
Well, when I look at the card, it looks like two people coming up to William saying, excuse us, we know you're busy, but we have a question. We we got questions to ask you. And he's like, what?
Oh.
I'm busy. Don't talk to me now. I'm too busy. I'm too
And aren't
busy.
they holding a baby in that deck?
Are they?
No?
No, it's a document. It's a
Okay.
document of some sort. They're like, we have this,
Okay.
you know, so contracts. I know this is a contract
Oh,
card.
so a contract means
Right.
there was a contract in place for secrecy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Because underneath that is,
Negotiators. Knight of Wands means to negotiate.
mm-hmm, there's a negotiation of sorts. Okay. Um, so under that, now I can't
It
even
also
remember what
means
the
a
first card was.
challenge. It's a challenge.
Okay. Underneath that, and I know you don't read upside down, but just for your information, the Four of Cups came up upside down. So if you want to read it right side up, you
Yeah, I
can.
have to,
Okay.
because I can get a little confused when somebody else. Oh, Four of Cups means
Mm-hmm.
dissatisfaction, loss in thought, silence.
Mm-hmm.
Silence, young lady. Silence.
And it also am I right that it could also be the refusal of an opportunity? Because this is the card, and it's like the cup is coming. You know, someone in a cloud is handing this guy a cup, and he's got his arms folded, like, I
Yes.
don't need that. I don't
Yes.
want that cup.
Right. The four. Well, if we think of,
Mm-hmm.
let's see if she's pregnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we think of, is this her ticket out, right?
Whose ticket out?
Could this pregnancy, Diana, could this
Oh,
pregnancy
okay.
be her ticket out?
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, let's say she confessed. I
Mm-hmm.
remember when she was pregnant with William, she threw herself down a flight of stairs.
Ooh,
She wrote it in her book.
Right. And it's common knowledge now. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
common knowledge.
I think she
Right.
might have even said
They
it in
made
that
her crazy
interview.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They made her crazy.
They made her crazy.
And so
And
I'm wondering if, no, I'm just wondering if, just right now, what if William was not his,
Mm-hmm.
hers, his,
Mm-hmm.
and the cup that they're offering
Mm-hmm.
had everything to do with, we'll give you the world. Just let it go. Just,
Interesting.
what if
I'm
they
not
were
going to say.
offering an abortion for her? What if they were offering, any number of things? Like,
I don't. No. Why would they? That family is so steeped in tradition, which means not respecting the wishes of the women in their family. Why would they have to?
yep. But I just think that at this stage of the game,
Mm-hmm.
like, to keep her quiet, they had to
Mm-hmm.
offer her something.
Or would she be keeping it quiet that that she slept with another man?
No,
At that point, really?
no. I think she threw herself down a flight of stairs
Mm-hmm.
because it would be better to not be there and take the child with her.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because maybe, I'm just saying maybe right now, maybe the child
Mm-hmm.
wasn't Charles's.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what the fourth card is, which is the immediate past, or isn't it? Okay, the third card, which was the Four of Cups, which is what the basis of the reading is, and then the immediate past is the Emperor.
See, that's the Monarchy.
Right.
That makes so much sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Monarchy is that extended hand cup. If you got the Emperor, then they had to intervene and they had to say, whatever this is, young lady, he's going to be king.
Mm-hmm. Right. That just hit me. It's like, you're going to throw
Now,
yourself
they
down the
have
stairs
legitimate,
with the future king of England in your womb. Girl, are you crazy? Okay, okay. It
That's
took
what
me a
I'm
minute.
trying to say.
Took me a second
Why
to
would
get there.
she do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because look how loving Diana was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, loving.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, loving. I
Yep.
mean, nurturing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
caring.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Mm-hmm.
would she do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden, she had to commit to this crown system,
Mm-hmm.
the
Right.
institution,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe the child wasn't his. Do you know how many illegitimate children are out there? Several, not 3, not 4, at least 10 illegitimate children. Why is it impossible that Diana could have had an affair? And look at the perfection we're trying to give Diana. She's not a saint. She's a woman that was treated horrible by her husband. And by the way, she wasn't the type of woman to take that abuse. She went and found love somewhere else. Good for you, Diana.
Right. I agree.
Strong woman.
I
Nobody
agree.
wants to give her credit for being strong. She didn't sit back and let Charles defile her.
Right.
She said, if you don't love me, you know who will? Many. Many will love me.
Well, then here's the.
But everybody wants Diana to be some saint.
Well, this brings us to the 5th card, which is the Page of Wands. Our good friend, the Page of Wands. The ideal, nice guy, the beginning of something wonderful. Am I right?
The page is at what position? Because the
The
page
fifth-
also could
fifth
just mean a
position.
child.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The 5th, yeah, it's the 5th position. The Page of Wands. And it's a boy.
Ah.
Which then leads us to the 6th card. The 6th card, the immediate future, the 10 of Pentacles. Money, 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 money.
Money.
Bing, bing,
Money.
Happy
Very
family,
wealthy.
empire.
All of this came down to the money, the monarch. Act like you're happy.
Right. Dogs. They got dogs. There's a kid there. Nice decorations. Okay.
And
so,
lots of old money.
yes. 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 And a castle. I see a castle. That looks like Windsor Castle. Okay. And now. Oh, okay. But the 7th position is the 7 of Swords. Somebody trying to beat it out of Dodge. Who?
Or get the
Stealing.
information so that it's hidden. Like hide the
Okay.
information from the 10 of Pentacles, from the monarch.
Okay. Yeah, so a little bit of, we got some coin for somebody to take, run out with the info, or for her to run out with the information.
No, like the 10 of Pentacles is the monarch.
Right.
The
right.
7 of Swords is hiding the information.
Okay. Okay. And then the 8th, which is the environment, so much money. Ace of Pentacles, so much money, so much land. All of
And look at
Britain.
her freedom. She could run away. She could, but they got her. They they even used the child against her.
Right.
And if you remember there were some issues with Diana saying, this is my child. Do you remember that with William? They wanted to separate her and she said, this is my child.
What I do remember, and I watched it yesterday, when her brother eulogized her, I remember they printed his eulogy in the New York Times the next day because that speech was fire. I will never forget that eulogy. I think the entire world. And what he said to William and Harry, we, your blood family, will always make sure that you grow up with the kind of love and sense of adventure that your mother always instilled in you. It was something like that, but the line that everyone latched on to is, why is he saying
Your blood
your blood family?
family. There you go.
If anybody, let me tell you, anybody who wants to see the eulogy, just go on YouTube and search Earl Spencer, or just search Diana's brother eulogy at her funeral. The world was riveted to this man while he was speaking, and everybody, when you see what happens after he finished that speech and walked off, everyone in that in the Abbey, or wherever they were in the chapel, Westminster Abbey, they applauded. The people outside, all over, stood up outside and applauded. You got, if you didn't ever watch it, you gotta watch it. Don't tell me that you didn't have time. You go after us. You go on YouTube and you look it up, and you will see a speech like you never saw before. That was yeah. Okay, so that was 8. That was the 8 of the Pentacle, of Ace of Pentacles. And then I didn't want to tell you this because you mentioned it earlier. You probably went boop, 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 and sensed that the 9th position is the World.
I got the World. What does that
Okay.
mean to you? And I got it in the 9th position.
Hopes, wishes, and hopes, fears, wishes, weird fishes of hope.
Yeah,
Weird.
hopes or fears. Hopes or
and-
fears.
Hopes or fears.
So the fear that the world will discover the truth.
Okay. And these are majestic animals surrounding. And also with, let's see, there's a person. When you look at this is, I have the Rider-Waite. So what I notice is a lion. The lion is here. This is a bull, but I think of it as Mithra, the god Mithra. Because when they talk about the golden calf, people were worshiping him. And eagle, probably a golden eagle. And even though the United States, that's our, whatever, eagles are they are birds of prey. And and then this disembodied head. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Can't really tell.
It's a man coming
It's a
out
man.
from the bushes. Very sneaky though. I
And
never
this is
really liked.
This is but in the World card up here is a head. It's a man.
Yeah.
Okay, but on yours it's someone coming out of the bushes. Okay.
No, no. It just, the meaning of it is, I don't know if I ever told you this. The world is east, west, north, south.
Right. The 4 directions. Okay.
4 directions. So one of them, the human, is Earth.
And I noticed she's holding 2 separate wands in her hands.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, in the world card, you have all the power.
Okay.
You have everything you need. And you have everything you need to even begin again.
Gotcha.
So William, it was the ticket. Always the ticket.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me just read the world so you guys can understand what it means. A natural conclusion, a journey's end. You know, a job well done. Did she have a choice to leave? Or ultimately,
Okay.
did they placate her
Mhm.
and tell her we will raise him as a
Mhm.
king? It's
Mhm.
an ideal state of
Right.
being, readiness to now start
Mhm.
again, even if
Mhm.
this child came from somebody else. It's the readiness to be the mother of a king.
Mhm.
But I'm warning you, they
Gotcha.
never let her be
Okay.
mother to those boys.
Mhm.
Do you remember that? She had to fight them tooth and nail.
She was so young. She was young and impressionable.
No,
Mhm.
no, no, Gio. No.
Right.
Jesus'
You know
mother
what?
was young.
Yes. And it's like we see all the
They
arts and
never,
what?
they
What?
never,
Huh? Right.
they never trusted her. They, but why, Gio? Why? Because, because, listen to me. It has nothing to do with you. This is the
Mhm.
monarchs. They focus on bastards that
Mhm.
do this for a living.
Mhm.
They're bastards. So
Mhm.
they had to make sure if William is not really
Mhm.
Charles's child,
Mhm.
but there was an agreement, they had to make sure that Diana wouldn't separate from the agreement,
Mhm.
which means they had to separate
Mhm.
the child from the mother, which means William should be a lot more emotional, but they prevented Diana from being the queen mom to her
Okay.
own
I
child
see.
because
Yes.
maybe
Very point.
because the secret
Mhm.
is he's not. But if he's going to
Mhm.
represent the king's role someday, they've got to start early separating mother from child. And they have to say to her, you agree to this. You're breaking up, Gio. I'm losing you. I'm going to pull you out. Oh, okay, let me read my cards to you, but just let me tell her to come back in. Gio. Do you guys get it at all? Yeah, but the queen mom didn't want to raise her own kids. Diana wanted to. You see the difference? Oh, there she is. She's back. She's back. Nope. Where are you? Oh, my thing is about to die. I thought it was a Geo come. Oh, there she is. Geo's back. Get my things back in. There you go. Add to stream. No, she's still having trouble.
Can you
Okay.
see me?
Yes, you're kind of shaky though, but we see you.
Oh no, no, no. Can you see me?
Yes, you're
Yeah,
shaky though.
it's my internet is something happened. It got slow. I don't know why. Uh, I can see it's weird.
Well, you stay still, and let me tell you
Oh,
what I
is it
got in
better
my card.
yet?
No, you stay
I will.
still, and let me tell you what I got. Okay,
Okay.
stay still. So I feel like there was something about a vacation before William was born. There was a vacation that she went on, probably someplace tropical, right? Check history. If she went on vacation before William's birth and she had always been having problems with Charles being faithful, then there might have been a consummation of an affair on this vacation. I believe she got pregnant on vacation. Nothing to do with Charles. And I think when she found out she was pregnant, she was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I think someone does know. I think if media goes back and check anyone that was assisting her, especially while she was on vacation, because she might have been in a Caribbean place and she might have told someone ethnic. Because you know ethnic keeps secrets. I know you're trying to talk, Gio. You're trying to talk? Do you want to call me? Call me. Call me. I'll put you on speaker. Call me. She's dying back there. She has... Good. Yay! No, call me again. Here you are. Here you are.
Hello?
Gio.
Hello.
Hello?
Do you have Prince Charles?
Do you have Prince Charles in the can?
I've got a scandal brewing. I've got a whole scandal here. So wait a second. So someone does know. I don't know if it's someone ethnic. I don't know if it was the maid or the cook or whatever. Someone knows, Gio. All right? Whoever this man is, he was so kind to Diana. So kind. He might have been a water sign man, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but so kind to her. He knew exactly what she was going through, right?
Wow.
The Wheel of Fortune might have something to do with the monarch, I guess. Or wait, actually, I'm getting it. The Wheel of Fortune was the turning point of her life being miserable. She was miserable from Williamsburg.
Wow. Wow.
Miserable. Not with the child, but just knowing the child is not Charles, having to tell, Charles. Here's the thing. I think when she announced she was pregnant, because you're isolated, right? You're isolated. So it's not like you can go to a doctor and say, I'm pregnant, give me an abortion, right?
Right.
She's watched everywhere.
Right.
She's just, right? The princess.
Right.
So she tells Charles, you know what Charles says? Charles says, I'm infertile. How are you pregnant?
Ooh. Oh, you just disappeared. Okay, you're back.
Ooh. Oh, you just.
Right? Charles says, how? I can't make children. Think about it.
Okay.
Think about it. So with that being said, that became the gamble.
Okay.
This child will be king. Right? I believe they promised her riches and gold and everything. Just let this be, Diana. Just let it be. The child, actually, William could have been her escape route. If she could just tell people, he had an affair. I'm having somebody else's baby. Why is it allowed he's to have an affair? And she wanted it to be her ticket out. And they trapped her. And she got caught in their entanglements protocol.
Is that that's the Two of Wands that you showed?
Two of Swords.
Is that a two?
That's
That's a two.
Okay.
And the Two of Swords is a storm brewing, but you're sitting in it and you're like, How do I get out of this?
Okay.
Okay.
So the Fool shows up, and the Fool is underneath the world. And look at the coloring.
Okay.
Look at the coloring. Look what God did.
Yes.
Look at the coloring.
The
Same
Caribbean
coloring.
blue colors.
Same coloring above. So below,
Yes.
they fooled the world.
Yes. The Caribbean blue colors.
Same colors. It ends in the Ace of Cups. And at some point, she was so loved that she actually helped seal William's faith as king. She was so loved. So,
Can I tell you? Did I tell? Oh, go ahead.
hold
go
on.
ahead.
So, when Diana left,
Can I tell you? Okay.
I believe everything to Charles. Everything. All her finances was left to Harry. It's because of the agreement she made with the monarch that William will always be taken care of. That's a secret that will never get out, except if two crazy psychics put it out there.
Because I got remember I had the world was the 9th position.
Yes.
I got as the 10th position, Ace of Swords, reversed, but I know you read it as Ace of, so how would you?
Well, the swords.
We both got the world.
Yeah.
Both got lots of.
I got as the world.
The Ace of Swords is very unique.
I got.
Right? So the Ace of Swords is
Ace of Swords.
the power,
the
power of the intellect. Which means this was a whole mind game played on the world.
Okay.
It was a whole mind fuck. All right?
And because there's a crown on top of the sword.
On top of the
in
sword.
your deck.
In my,
Yes. Boom. Boom. It's also power. The Ace of Swords is power. It's also mental energy. Right? It's inevitable and radical change, but it's surmounting obstacles. But it's a focused mind, like the monarchy would be very focused. It's order and discipline. All right? Strength of purpose. All right? It's also justice. It wasn't like, you're not going to do this to us, young lady. So it's strength in adversity, right? And this is the monarch. Like, okay, so we have a situation here. We will not lose. This young 19-year-old is not going to take us down. I'm going to call it, and I'm going to tell you, I question whether or not William is Charles's real father. She had 2 affairs, didn't she? She had 2 affairs.
That we know of, right?
Well, let's stay with the 2. We only got 2 kids. Their judgment day is coming. There's going to be some major changes. Maybe, remember we kept kind of saying maybe maybe William I think I said, I was like, I don't really see William as king.
Right.
Remember I said, Kate, you're going to be amongst the peasants?
Yes. Yes. I remember that.
I'm just wondering if it's going to come down to the truth. To the truth. I'm wondering if it's going to come down to you're not even royal.
Truth.
Boom. We've got an end of a monarch. If it's found out that William is not royal, it ends. The monarch ends. It's done. It's done. It's over. And I'm warning you all, the monarch will end. It has to. Uranus in Taurus, Kovic, none of this is allowed.
And you know how I said I was looking at William's chart and I saw that thing that was that he could throw a deception, or his boundaries are open, but there's a suppression. It's the biggest
thing in his chart.
thing.
It is right at
chart.
your rising.
It is right at
arguably
your rising
point in a person's chart. I know we talk about
arguably
the sun and the
that's
moon.
the most important point in a person's chart. I know we talk about the sun and the moon.
That's why
your rising line is everything. It is the most unique part of your chart. That's why we want to know what time were you born.
Right on his ascendant, Neptune.
That's how we know. So only way we can know what your
perception,
your rising
sign
is.
It's water. It's plastic.
There you go.
Oil. Things that are oily. It's the fog.
Neptune is right on his ascendant. It is deception. It's the mist. It's poison.
I hate Neptune. It's abject
hate Neptune.
Check this out.
They're
wipeout.
I think they're hearing you twice, Gio.
So
They're hearing
me twice too.
You're hearing yourself twice too?
Yeah. When I turn this off, do you hear me twice now?
I'm hearing me twice.
I think maybe just put the phone down. Put the phone down.
Yeah. When I turn when I
block my
now I
to make it stop
can't hear
twice
or anything because I blocked my
I'm gonna turn you off.
In
they
order
can
to
hear you. Everyone can
make
hear
it
you.
stop being twice really loud, I muted my computer.
Hello?
Okay. Are you hung up with me or no?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you can you see me now and everything?
No, people can hear you. So
okay.
I took off the this thing, but people can hear you.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, now I can hear you too, and I don't hear myself double.
Yes.
Okay.
So
am I still not on the screen? Or am I still stuck?
I would say, Gio, the death of the monarchy, Judgment Day, and here's the thing: if the media does a better job and really speak to the people around the time William was pre-born, there are some people know. And hold on, Mocha Vibe says in 1985, pictures William looks like Hewitt. I mean Hewitt, or I think his name is Hewitt. And she said both brothers have the same father. I can believe it. That I can believe.
His name is his last name is.
That I could believe. They might have the same.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay. He would have been 3, 2 or 3.
He was security or something around Diana, wasn't he?
That's why.
Ah. So when did she meet him? No, Gio. No, we're gonna find out. I'm telling you, because the monarch has to die.
No, he's
Is he still alive?
okay.
No, because the monarch has to die. And the only way the monarch dies is if the truth comes out. Is he still alive?
What? Yes, he is.
Is he still? He's still alive?
Yes.
Somebody might want to talk
He
to
is
Hewitt.
Still alive.
He's got a story to tell. They can do DNA on Hewitt and William. You just need hair sample. You just need a brush.
But will
You just need brush. Hair from your brush.
Try to get close to the camera. Are you talking to William's people right now? Remember, it's
I'm
the
talking to
COVID.
William's people that clean his brush.
His house. That's what I'm talking about. That's what he don't have no hair on his head. You better do it before the hair is gone.
Something's not right. Something's not right in the monarchy.
James Hewitt, he still has a head full of hair.
To the monarchy, and the monarchy is a bunch of liars, beginning with the fact that they're German.
Oh, wait a minute. You know who lost his hair? Queen Elizabeth's third son.
All right, you keep looking for something. I'm telling you, this is a problem. Let's stay with there's a problem.
Elizabeth says it. There's a problem. There's
a problem. That's what I'm trying to say. And if folks are still around and somebody's cleaning William's bathroom and cleaning his brush,
he does not
somebody might want to take a sample of his hair.
Charles at all.
He doesn't look like Charles. Let's stay focused. He does not look like his daddy. William is cute, or was cute, but then, he became bald. I think he would look better fully bald.
He's still,
James Hewitt.
Cute, but
thank you, Angela. I cracked this case
you have to know
wide open. Wide open.
James Hewitt. Yeah. I love Angela's her picture there. That's wonderful. Yeah. Yep.
What's James Hewitt's sign?
Okay, so I'll be looking. Oh, let me take a look.
Yes, Angela.
Hold on.
I do believe.
You still can't see me? Is my internet?
Yeah, your internet's bad right now, but it's okay. I believe that Diana told her boys. She's not crazy.
Wow.
I believe Diana did not keep it a secret. And I think that's why Charles always looked miserable all his life. I believe she told her boys.
I'm looking up.
That's who Diana was. If you notice, Diana never lied. Hewitt is a Taurus. Got it. Thank you. April 30th, he's a Taurus. They would have to pay his ass off too.
But see, don't you think they would have him threatened by this point? Especially the fact that he looks so much like Harry.
But I think, they
say that again.
Covered the story up. They think they covered the story up by saying she had an affair after Harry was born. They think they covered it up. When truthfully, it's all just oozing out right now.
Yeah, because a nuclear bomb, I don't care if it's the, what was it that Donald Trump dropped because he wanted to play with the war toys. He dropped the mother of all bombs. But a nuclear bomb or a hydrogen bomb is a completely different story. When you drop a nuclear bomb, nobody's secrets are safe. If you survive it. And this is a nuclear bomb. I mean, it for the news, for it to have, it first detonated, what's his name? Piers Morgan, and then it detonated, blew up Piers Morgan, then it blew up Shannon Osborne. Who else is going to blow up?
Listen to me. This makes sense. When
There's a lot more. There's a lot more coming out.
There's stuff going on because when we watched
There's a lot more.
Charles didn't like his own son. There was nothing fatherly about Charles.
Oh, you mean about being father?
Or maybe that part, maybe we didn't get to that part
you
yet.
mean Charles's
Was the baby born
father?
yet? Was the baby born yet?
We didn't get to it. They haven't had. No, the baby's not born yet.
Well, I'm
It's
going to
next
tell you
season.
guys something.
They have to start
now.
filming
I'm
that.
going to tweet the Crown. And I'm going to send this video to them. And I'm going to be like, don't do the next segment on Diana half-assed. Do real research. Something's not right here. I'm going to tweet tonight. I don't like this. Liars, you monarchs, you liars. You're not even British. All right, Gio. I want to.
Netflix has a lot of money. It's a few palms, Netflix.
Wait, I'm gonna do a final outcome, but I'm gonna do a final outcome with the angel guide. I want to see what the angel guide says because the angels are all over this because Diana's an angel.
I'm sorry, my.
And somewhere in a way, Diana, you are crumbling monarchy from the grave.
That my internet is whack out.
It's okay, sweetie. Hewitt told reporters he started dating Diana in 1986, but the reporter reminded him he originally said he began dating her 18 months by Harry's birth.
I wanna have fun. I just wanna have fun.
Let me see what my angel card says. Talk to me, angel. I'm gonna pick you because you're trying to stand out. Strength and guidance. I think I got this today. Earlier.
Since he's Harry's father. Let me get Harry's card.
Strength and guidance. Let me pick one more card because it might have. Let me just, because I think I got this for my dashikis and bonnets. Why would I pick it again? So many different cards. I picked that one. Oh, maybe it does make sense. This might be a message from Diana. Don't underestimate the power of your soul. You are
there you go.
Resilient with capacity to rise above any challenge.
Yeah, he's born 1984.
Listen to this extended message.
Harry.
I'm gonna send this to the Crown. Angels are encouraging you to dig deep and hold your station. If you're wondering what the next step is, know that it will be reviewed in due course. What's going on? All right, I'm gonna hold this one aside. Into it.
Is at
I'm gonna put one more card. That might have been a message from Diana, but let me pull one more card. Well, I'm talking about
There's
not
something
the
to do with
crown,
8.
Judy. Oh no, not the Crown, the Monarch. I mean the television show, The Crown. I don't care about the Monarch, the television show.
No, I'm saying, remember I said that this 8th degree, this eclipse point, is affecting Harry even more so than it's just affecting both of them. When Mars crosses the 8th degree of Gemini, it's gonna be fireworks between all of them.
Well, look
It's
at this.
it's gonna be like another nuclear bomb.
This angel on fire. Look how colorful he is. Divine timing. This might be the time for all the truth to come out, guys. I'm questioning whether or not William is a monarch. I'm questioning you, William. Let me just check divine timing. I'm questioning everything. Life is always unfolding in the perfect time. So angel wisdom is encouraging you to move in a state of trust, knowing that good things are always unfolding. You may find yourself feeling impatient and unsettled, but instead of letting your ego and imagination pull you in a downward spiral, trust that your prayers are being answered and your plans are coming to fruition in a way that is meeting your needs rather than your wants. This is a sign that your hopes and dreams are unfolding, even if you don't think so. The monarch, the system is unfolding, is the way I'm getting it. You may not think so. So you may need to remember that you may be working to human time, whereas God is always working on soul time. You're being guided to know that an angel team is with you right now, encouraging you to call in the support of heaven and align your current situation with love. You must know that the universe and angels are always working toward the highest good and the outcome that will best serve you. Gio.
Yes. That card to me, behind him looks like a nuclear cloud.
William being a king. I question it. From what my cards are telling me, they all lied. William is not Charles's son. And it's easy to find out. DNA, just get some, it's going to be so easy to find out if
his hair is falling out. It's got to be easy to find some of his hair someplace. Now, come on, people. His hair is jumping off his head saying, test me, test me. Hey, remember he was at the playground the other day? One of those teachers, go check the path that he walked. He was walking through the playground. I'm sure some hair fell off his head when he was walking by. Go check before it rains. Somebody, please. All you got to do is get one of those things to, it must be on his jacket. Somebody get one of those lint brushes and lint brush his coat, his scarf, everything.
His bed. Like, hair just falling out in droves. Tiffany's like, facts. No, Charles knows. Charles knows. I'm telling you, Charles knows. Queen Mom knows. This isn't a secret inside the monarch walls. It's not a secret to them. They fooled Britain.
Well, I'm going to go crawl into a cave somewhere because
the story has to come out. The story
Tracey,
has
this
to
might
come out.
This might be your biggest prediction.
This might be my what?
Your biggest predicted it of all. of all
Well, we'll
time.
see. We'll see. It's a period of waiting.
Yeah.
Interesting enough,
Mm-hmm.
things are gonna get so bad. Seriously, it might
Mm-hmm.
just take
Uh-huh.
18 months for the truth to start leaking out. I promise you. It's not it's
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
happening, it's fast paced now, right? This
Yeah.
right? Nuclear bomb, boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
The aftermath,
Mm-hmm.
18 months tops.
Whew. Okay. 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 I think okay.
But let me
All right.
remind you that your
Yeah.
cards reflected the same type of change. See, you didn't get a resounding no.
Yes. I definitely did not get a no. If anything, I feel like the Seven of Swords kind of told the story
Thank you.
as far as the way that I can see it. That Seven of
Let
Swords
me
is
read
kind of
the
like,
Seven
okay.
of Swords.
And not only that, the Seven of Swords looks like James Hewitt to me. It does with the red hat. His hair is brown, but with the red hat on top, it's giving. And I'm coming right away. It's give. Oh, I don't know if you can't see it, but
Let me see it.
It's giving it.
I know what all the cards look like, even
Oh,
in a
okay.
bed.
Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
The
can't see
hat
it.
is red. Everything is bright red. This is the radiant. Also, this is the radiant right away. So
And when
it
you
gives you
do
the
your
illusion
own
of this
reading,
man
you
with the
have to
bright red
pick
hair.
on all of those cues. A red hat means red hair.
Yeah.
You have to pick up on all of that.
Right.
So the
Right.
Seven of
Right.
Swords
Mm-hmm.
means
Mm-hmm.
cunning,
Mm-hmm.
trickery,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
putting something over on others,
Mm-hmm.
the need for discreet management,
Mm-hmm.
sabotage, which is what Diana would
Gotcha.
have created, sabotage,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
evasive tactics,
Mm-hmm.
diplomacy, which is the
Mm-hmm.
monarch,
Right. Right.
discretion, craftiness, avoidance. Let's not talk about it. Avoidance. He's king.
Mm-hmm.
William's
Mm-hmm.
king. William's a prince.
Right.
Brain over brawn.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Um,
My
betrayal,
goodness.
victimization, a dishonorable act. They couldn't even
Yes.
say that Diana had an affair because then they would have to
Right.
admit that Charles had an affair. See how this is working
Mm-hmm.
out? It was never about Diana.
Yes.
They didn't want to admit that
Right.
Charles was having an affair with a married woman. She
Mm-hmm.
was married the whole time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They were
Mm-hmm.
protecting, Queen Mom was protecting Charles.
Right. Yep.
Which brings me to another point, Gio.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the reason why she doesn't want Charles to take the crown? He never produced a child.
He never produced a child, and here's the thing: Diana is royal. Her father was an earl. Her family
Is
was
royal.
responsible for making sure that George Washington's family survived. They fell into poverty. This is before George
What?
Washington was born. Yeah, the Spencer family. The Spencer family is a famous royal family.
Mhm.
And the Washingtons moved in with them. They were like cousins. And somehow they fell into poverty, so they came to live with the Spencers, like in a small house on their land. They worked on their land. They had I don't know if they worked it like farmers, but they had become, some version of paupers.
Yeah.
And that's where George Washington traces his lineage to the Spencer They have an estate called Althorp. That's where Princess Diana grew up. She grew up in a home just as big as Buckingham Palace,
Got it.
with land that was probably twice the size of Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
So she was not some, when they tried to peg her as, oh, she's just a nursery school teacher. No, she was not just a nursery school teacher. She was, when they called her Lady Diana, she was a real lady, and her bloodline is strong.
Got it. Got it.
Mm-hmm. So those boys are royal. They are royal.
They're royal.
But that doesn't mean
Diana's
that,
side,
right, by Diana's side.
which is having a unique worldview and an ability to do the unexpected to save the day. So
Mhm.
technically, they're not lying.
Right, right. Technically, they're not lying.
Technically, they're not lying,
Right, right.
but they're liars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also, the Seven of Swords means be careful of what you say and of anything you put in writing,
Mm-hmm.
because it's about opposing intellectual freedom and independence.
Mm-hmm.
It also means to move onward while leaving part of your life behind. That's Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she
It said,
wanted
what was
to
that last
escape,
part? What was that last part again?
may also indicate moving onward while
Mhm.
leaving part of your life behind, which
There
is
you
what
go.
Diana had to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Something
So,
else I read. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying, so even if out of spite, she was like, it's not even your child. Or if Prince Charles was like, it's not my child. Like, what if Prince Charles already knew? Because they never slept together, by the
Mm-hmm.
way. And now this woman's pregnant and she's a princess and all the world is watching. Back in the day, they would have outright lied. Period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, sweetie.
Okay.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
nice. We got
Yeah.
there. It took a minute, but we got there.
Yeah. Oh
That was
my
beautiful.
gosh. Whew. I got to look deeper into to William's chart. That was a big bomb kind of thing.
I'm just
And
wondering,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something's not right. And what you
Yeah.
said about Neptune, like, why
Mm-hmm.
does he have that chart so specific?
Yeah. Yeah.
With
Mm-hmm.
a house of secrets, you called it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Something's not right.
Something's not right. There's something illusory about him. Even the way he looks, he's a very handsome man, and he had a very had handsome, like Hollywood sort of one of those
At some
candy
point.
boys
Yeah, he could have
type of look. Neptune can give you that. Neptune is the Vaseline on the lens. It is cinematic. It rules the movie industry, which is all an illusion.
So Tres Leche says, so that may explain the royals back in the tabloids. It's not just trashing Meghan. I don't believe that. The royals always had the tabloids in their back pocket,
Right.
because they get to give the narrative that they want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Meghan was a pitfall to this game they've always had.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Prince Anne didn't have any children?
Oh, yes, she does.
I think she does.
She does.
I'm wondering why
her
Prince Anne did not have children. She
has,
does have children.
She has two.
They're
She has a
grown
daughter
now.
and a son, and she's got grandchildren. Yeah.
And then Cassandra, let's leave it with what Cassandra says. She goes, that's why Diana chose Meghan. And spiritually, all of that, like spiritually, that is so true. To finish her work because she knew Meghan could do it.
Yep.
I love that, Cassandra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cassandria.
Yes.
All right, Gio.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
I'm gonna cook my food because I'm starving.
Okay. Oh wait, let me just. I know you're starving. I wanted to to push the show, Melissa's radio show tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. It's called The Gems on Blog Talk Radio, and I'll be on, and Melissa, known as also Jatone Burton, will be on. That's tomorrow on Blog Talk Radio. The show is called Tapped In, and we talk about crystals. She will do a reading for you to find out what your next partner is going to look like, what they would be like, their favorite color, and just so you can recognize them when they come along. And I'll give you a little bit of astrology on top of that. And Ms. Shonda Berry is also going to be there. She'll also do a little reading for you about how you need to prepare for your next partner. So I just wanted to say that tomorrow on Blog Talk Radio. It's called Tapped In. Be there or be square. 12 noon.
Also, I won't be on my show tomorrow. The podcast after you guys, because I'm going to the Green Man store to take a course in spiritual cleansing.
That's right. Gotcha.
So I would invite you guys to go to thegreenmanstore.com. It's Shauna who is doing the class. Come join us. She's really good at what she does, and I really appreciate what she has to offer. So the gems first, 12 o'clock Eastern. Gio, how can they find you?
Oh,
And
they can find, they can, well, thank you
This topic
too.
was amazing. And looking at his astrological chart really
Whew.
gave some insight that something.
It really did. It really did, Tracy. My God. Oh, well, let me tell them if you want an in-depth, personal astrological reading from me, you can contact me at Yahoo. My email address is at geocosmicvalentine@yahoo.com, or leave me a message on my DM at Instagram, which is at geovalentine. That's how you can contact me. Please do. And I'd love to have a great discussion with you.
Thank you, Gio.
And thank you, Tracy.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up in my life. Thank you.
Thank you for showing up in my life. You don't know, girl. You
No,
don't
you
know.
don't know. No, you don't
know. You. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good night.
Gio.
I'm going to be up. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.